by gum, I got just about 9 o'clock. I figure Pete should come in here and start rattling cages.
10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 9 o'clock. Come on down. Trivia time.
Say, welcome, barbarians.
Hey, barbarians. Good to have everybody along tonight. This is KE5GGY, just getting my net loggers going here. My SDRs. I got too many contraptions to worry about. We got all this technology. Net logger. We got SDRs. We got DFOs. Where are my glasses? I do need those. They are. Anyway, trivia. Every night here, the great trivia net. George coined that phrase. I like it. BB5TXW, thank you, George. He's probably trademarked it, so I'll owe him money. But knowing George, you would do that. But hey, yeah, everybody's welcome. If you're just hearing us for the first time, we do a trivia game every night at this time, and everybody's welcome. It's kind of the thing about 3916 that we all know and love, and that's that no click on this frequency. It's everybody and anybody, and got a general class or better ticket, come on in. Just takes a couple minutes of listening, observing to get the hang of it. And if you're a little frustrated you're not getting in, just know that I'm listening tonight in Georgia, Utah, and Pennsylvania at the same time here in my right ear. Things get a little confusing, but I can hear a lot that I wouldn't hear at my home QTH. And beyond that, if you're frustrated you can't get in, a couple of thoughts. First of all, if you're hearing somebody I don't hear repeatedly, relay them in, just let me know. But more than that, just wait till the end of a pileup and kind of slide in. That way you'll get in below the radar. You'll be able to get on without competing with the big stations, especially those that are close to me here in the Dallas area. We start in music every night. Tonight we're going to go back to the 50s and 60s in Detroit, the Motor City, and talk about the Motown sound. So here are a bunch of great Motown questions for you. We start with a tough one, and really, let's see who knows this. Who was the founder of Motown Records, 1959? Anybody want to take it without clues? RVR. I'm not surprised you know this, Chuck.
I'm going to go with Berry Gordy.
Berry Gordy is correct for 1,000,000 points. Let's do two in a row. This one's tougher. Who was married to Berry Gordy's sister, Anna? It's a Motown singer married to Berry Gordy's sister, Anna. This would be impressive if you got this one, Chuck. Go.
I'm going to have hints on that one, and I still probably won't know it.
I think you'll get it based on these choices. Here you go. Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. What do you think?
I'll go with Alpha.
Okay, Smokey, he says. Not a bad guess. That's not it. Anybody else?
ABJ.
ABJ. Marvin Gaye. Marvin is not gay. Yes, that is the answer. All right. Hey, Ed, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, Pete. Thank you.
All right. Tragic story of Marvin Gaye. His dad shot him or something. It was really awful. Dad shot him dead. Oh boy. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh, this is closest to let's see if you get it off a multiple choice. How many top 10 hits did Motown have between 61 and 71? So a decade. And you got to think this is the decade they had the Supremes, Smokey, Stevie Wonder was getting going. Marvin Gaye. How many number one or top 10 hits do they have? Here are the choices. 50, 75, 110, or 200. Ed, what do you say?
I'll say 50.
50, he says. That's not it. Anybody else? George, what do you say? 75. 75, not it. Anybody for another one? SLP, hey, Mike.
Yeah, I think it's probably about 100. And W6PQW. Soupy said he wanted me to say hi to you, so just informational.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. Is Soupy not on tonight? He's usually on for trivia.
I don't know. I think he was in and out, but he said he was kind of down in the weeds a little bit, but he did say that he said, when you talk to Pete, tell him to know if he's around or not.
All right, and I'm glad he did that. And by the way, 110 is the number, Mike, so you're correct. Okay, here's another one for you. What age, how old was little Stevie Wonder when he signed to Motown? Mike, your choices are 6 years old, 11, 16, or 21. Little Stevie Wonder, how little was he?
I think he was 11.
I think you're right. That is correct. Okay, another question. We're going to go to a different bunch of Motown artists. New player. What was the name of Michael Jackson and his band of brothers? What was it called when they first came out? TXW, George.
How about the Jackson 5?
The Jackson 5 is correct, and 5 was spelled with the letter, or with the number 5, I-V-E, if you want to be technical about it. All right, George, 2 in a row. Easy one. Who backed Diana Ross? What was her backing group? George.
Iowa Hawk. Diana Ross, the Supremes.
And the Supremes, George, with 2 in a row. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. There's a question for a new player. In what year did Motown move from Detroit to L.A.? Choices are 65, 72, 80, 91.
What was the question, Pete?
What year did Motown move its operations from Detroit to L.A.? I would bet on early on because of that Detroit winter, but the choices are 65, 72, 80, or 91. What do you think, Jimmy? 72. 72 is correct, Jimmy. All right, here's one for you. The second one, Jimmy. What was the name of Gladys Knight's backup group? Jimmy, Gladys Knight and the what?
And the Pips.
And the Pips. Very good. And Jimmy, you know I was one of the Pips for several years. You know that, don't you?
Roger.
That's right. I was the white guy. I was the token white guy in the Pips.
What you doing for?
They had to have a white guy, so they gave it to me. I was the one that couldn't dance on stage. All the rest of them were dancing well. Okay, new player. What was the hit for the Commodores in 1974? Here are your choices. Boogie Nights, Funky Town, Love Sick, or Machine Gun. Anybody want to try that? This is a trick question, I think. Commodore 74, Boogie Nights, Funky Town, Love Sick, or Machine Gun. Anybody? MQS.
Funky Town.
Funky Town. That was by Lip Sync, I think. That was a Minneapolis band. Anybody else? I was going to say Boogie Nights, but the answer is Machine Gun. Okay. Okay, last question. New player. We're talking Motown. What member of the Commodores branched out on his own and hit number 1 with the song Truly? Anybody? A member of the Commodores that branched out on his own, hit number 1 in 1982 with the song Truly. Come on, you guys know this. ABJ. Lionel Richie is correct. All right. Good job. Ding, ding, ding. We're going to Do or Die. Ladies and gentlemen, boy, and I've got all kinds of new databases I've tapped into for questions. So those of you that think you're going to benefit from memorizing all the questions, boy, we're expanding right now, so get ready to be challenged. Okay, here's one for you. We're kind of doing a grab bag here. Of course, an animal question. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, what mammal has the most names? You know how there's different types of, bears and things like that. But according to the Guinness Book of World Records, what mammal has the most names? Let me give you choices. The choices are deer, bear, cougar, bison. Which one has the most? I guess they're asking which one has the most varieties. SLP, Mike.
Yeah, I think it's deer.
Yeah. Not a bad choice. I'm wondering about, I think you're right. You're saying deer?
That's correct.
The only thing that could challenge it is bear. Let's see which one it is. And it is... Anybody else want to challenge that, by the way?
BDN.
BDN?
Yeah, Pete, I think it's the bear.
The bear. Because there's Smokey Bear and all kinds of bears, right?
Yogi Bear.
Yogi.
TXW.
George, to challenge everybody.
Well, I think it's what they call a cougar, which is any number of names for the big cat.
Yeah, it's a cougar, including a reference to middle-aged women. And let's see which one gets it. Cougar is correct. So WB5, TXW with a win. Let's put you on the scorecard here, George. And that's 1 point. Ooh, I love this. Daily double. It's an animal question, George. What do you call a predator at the top of the food chain? What do you call a predator at the top of the food chain, George, for number 2?
Maybe a big predator. Give it choices, Moses.
I do have choices. Okay, choices A is zenith predator. Zenith predator. Choice B is great predator. Repeating, great predator. Choice C is nadir predator. Nadir, November Alpha Delta India Romeo. Nadir predator. Choice D is apex predator. Apex predator. Over.
Oh, that's pretty good. This is an English question. This is hardly an animal question. I'll go with A as an alpha.
All right, George going with A. This is challengeable, I think. Anybody want to try it?
SLP.
SLP.
Apex predator.
That's what I would guess.
Like Godzilla.
Although I think it's one of the two. Anybody think it's something other than Zenith or Apex? All right, let's see who's going to get it. Survey says Mike SLP with the takeaway. Good evening, Mike.
Yep, how you doing, Pete?
Did you just guess at that, or have you actually been one-on-one with an apex predator? That would probably not go well, right?
Well, I knew it was Apex before you even read the choices, but I figured after you went through it, that was the only one that made sense.
All right, here's a daily double. I can only give you 1 point on that one, but I can give you 2 on this one if you answer this question. What animal can spray ink to hide and confuse its predators? Mike for a daily double.
Squid.
Squid, ding, ding, ding for a daily double. That's 2 points. That brings you to 3. Is it N9 SLP, Mike?
You bet.
Okay, I want to get you on the scorecard. Okay, you got 3 points. With a daily double on this next question, you will be a winner. And I can't give you daily double on this because they need to give you the choices. Which of these predators live only in the frozen Arctic landscape? So which of these predators live only in the frozen Arctic landscape? Albatross, dolphin, orca, polar bear. Which one is Arctic?
Polar bear.
He says polar bear. That's correct for number 4. Mike, you're almost in the winner's circle. We're going to stay with animals. What the heck? Well, I just read the questions. Here you go, Mike. Which of these animals is an apex predator? Your choices: raccoon, rat, red fox, or an orca?
Orca.
Orca is correct. We get our first winner of the night. Do or die. It's Mike up in Greenwood, Arkansas. Let's give Mike a big high five. Way to go, Mike!
Good job, Mike.
Hey, Mike, not too far from Greenwood, Arkansas. You'll travel all the way down to Colgate, Oklahoma, where you will stay at a Apex Resort down there. Jerry will be your host. We hope you enjoy it, but be sure and wear your bulletproof vest.
Thank you.
Did they do a swim with the orcas?
Yeah, they're nicely said there. And Mike, Jerry's got that new shooting range in his house. The only tip I have, recommendation, is try to avoid shooting at the gas line in the house here, okay?
Okay, it's fine as long as he can handle Magnum rounds.
Yeah, no. This is a kind of a fluid process there. I don't know that Jerry is up to code on all this stuff. But let's continue on, shall we? This is KE5GGY looking for a new player. Still doing do or die. So do or die, 5 points. You get 2 points for an answer that doesn't require choices, and we're going to sound for this question. What does the amplitude of a sound determine? This is pretty straightforward. Daily double if you get it without clues. What does the amplitude of a sound wave determine? How about a brand new player? YUV is new. What do you say, Cliff? The volume or the loudness, we'll give you credit for that. That's a daily double. YUV Cliff with 2 points. All right, we continue on. Another, well, these are like laws of physics and things like that. Okay. How many Newton's laws of motion are there? How many are Newton's laws of motion? That's not really worded well. I think there's several Newton laws of motion. How many are there? I do have choices if you want them.
Yeah, give me choices.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those answers is the answer. Did you say 3?
Roger.
All right, he says there's 3 laws of motion, according to Newton. Anybody else want to challenge that?
Casey's there, MQS. I'm going to say 4, Pete.
All right, Jimmy's saying 4. We'll take one more barbarian. Who's out there?
ODI.
I'm going to Remmel. Remmel, what do you say, Minnie Ripperton?
What the heck? I'm going to say 2, Pete.
All right, we've got 2, 3, and 4. And Cliff, you're hoping for 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you got the right one there. 3 is correct. Let's see, what are they? 3 laws of motion. Doesn't say what they are. I don't know.
Well, one of them is every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
All right, thank you.
Body that's in motion stays to tend to stay in motion.
Yeah, I'm really
Goes up, must come down.
I'm really impressed with you guys. You paid attention that day in school. I did not. I was looking at girls or something. Okay, here we go. YUV has 3 points. An angle, Cliff, an angle of exactly 90 degrees is known as what? An angle of exactly 90 degrees is known as what? Cliff, 2 points get you in the winner's circle. What do you say? Go! He says right. Right is right as opposed to wrong. That's 2 points. He's in the winner's circle. Cliff, let's give him a big do-or-die round of applause.
Well, good job, Cliff. That was a good one.
Good job, Cliff.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
The sheer brain power on display here on 3916 is awesome. KE5GGY, here we go with another do-or-die quiz. Here's a musical instrument quiz. Oh, my goodness. Who can tell me this one? What large musical instrument has 47 strings and 7 pedals? 47 strings and 7 pedals for a new player.
Why 6Y?
Why? Why?
Is it a piano?
Piano, he says. Anybody else?
ODI.
ODI, what say you?
I'm going to go with Oregon.
Oregon, good one. Anybody else? MQS? Harp, okay, all 3 were choices. Piano, harp, Oregon. And who said, I'll just have to figure out who said what, but the answer is harp. Jimmy, come on down. Jimmy, look at you, man. That's a daily double as well. I don't think I gave choices. Or did I? Did I give choices, guys?
No, you didn't.
No choice.
Okay, that's a daily double. Okay, Jimmy, here we go. And you, by the way, Jimmy, you've got a KW lifeline if you need it. You know that, right, Jimmy?
Don't you cuss at me like that.
Well, no. And the reason I mention that is this next question deals with Neanderthals. So Jerry might be actually pretty useful. So here's your question. It's about a musical instrument. The Neanderthal flute is an ancient musical instrument made of what? The Neanderthal flute is an ancient Musical instrument made of what? If you want to try it for 2 points, you can, but I do have choices if you want to hear them.
Oh boy, good grief. I know the answer to this speech is right on the tip of my tongue. Good grief. Yeah, you better give me the answers, though.
All right, choices are one of the following. A, wood. B, stone. C, metal. Or D, bone. What do you say, Jimmy, for number 3?
Wood, alpha.
Okay, he says wood. I think that's highly challengeable. Anybody? DL.
I'm going to say
I can never get it.
I would say bone as well. Anybody else with another answer?
Bone.
Down to the bone. Down to the bone. It's Grand Slam Pam with a takeaway. Hello, Pam.
Hello, Pete.
Yeah, 5DL, KE5GGY. Yeah, back in the Neanderthal days, if you passed away, they made a musical instrument out of you. I guess that works. Okay, Pam, you got 1 point. We're trying to go for 5. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is important. According to Newton, we're back to this physics quiz. According to Newton, mass times acceleration is equal to what? According to Newton, mass times acceleration is equal to what? Daily double for 2, or I do have choices?
I think I have an idea, but give me choices.
Choices. A, power, repeating power. B, force, repeating force. C, velocity, repeating velocity. And D is torque, repeating torque.
I'm going to go with velocity.
Velocity, says Pam. Anybody to challenge?
Why, 6Y?
Let's go to DOY.
I'm going to say torque.
Force. Anybody else? Okay, the answer is force. Remmel with the takeaway. There he is, the spoiler himself.
May the force be with you.
He is in charge. Okay, here is a daily double for you, Remmel. What electric charge do electrons have? What electric charge do electrons have? 2 points without choices. I do have choices if you need them.
Negative, Pete.
Negative, he says, and negative is positive. That's correct. For a daily double, 3 points total. You just need one more daily double, and you're in the winner's circle. Okay, I do need to give you choices on this. Which of these people was a scientist? Here we go. Choice A, Stephen King. Choice B, Stephen Hawking. Choice C, Stephen Baldwin. Choice D, Stephen Hendry. Which one is a scientist?
Well, Pete, I'm going to go with Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking is a daily double. That's 2 points. That brings you to a 5 count and a winner. Let's give Remmel a high five. Do or die.
High five. Way to go. That's what we want to hear.
Way to go, Remmel. KA3DOY.
Nicely done.
Hey, Pete, question.
Did Remmel just congratulate himself?
Yes, I did.
That was nice. Question, go ahead.
Yeah, not to put it ever, I don't care, but if you gave choices, how can it be a double?
Did I give him choices on that?
Yeah, you gave him poor Stevens.
Yes, you did, Pete.
Well, you know what? A judge mistake like that is going to go on the side of the participant. So, Remmel, we're still not going to take away that point from you, even though the buzzkill in Copper's Cove was being a hall monitor tonight. So you're still a winner.
Hey, no, I'm glad he got it.
We're doing their best. So,
I think we're going to put an asterisk by that. So in the Hall of Fame, when it does come out, Remmel, there'll be an asterisk by your name, okay? Kind of like the Houston Astros that year they won the World Series, but they were getting the signals.
okay. So the
backup players.
That's right. Okay. Hey, I got a KW question. KW, you out there, Jerry? Jerry, what are you doing? You must be firing on the KW shooting range.
In his driveway?
No, it's inside his house, Mike. He is shooting guns inside his house. All right, well, I'm just gonna go to a new category. What time is it? 24 after. We got time. We're gonna take a closest to on this one, and we'll take a bunch of guesses. The question reads: how many MVP awards did Michael Jordan win? Michael Jordan, NBA great, probably the greatest ever in the NBA. How many MVP awards, most valuable player awards, did he win? Anybody want to put in a guess?
DL.
DL.
I'm going to say 25.
25. Let's get G and K in here because he'll have an idea. What do you say, Mike? 7. I think it's probably closer to that. Anybody else?
Why 6Y?
Why? 6Y.
12.
12. Okay. Anybody else?
YUV.
YUV. Cliff.
10.
10. Okay. Let's see who is closest. Number of MVP that Michael Jordan won was 5. So G and K, you're up to bat. All right. It's W4 G and K, right? Yeah. All right. Good job. 1 point. Let's keep going. And here's your second question. Oh, these are all sports questions, so this is kind of fun for you because you're a sports fan, and I know you love baseball. So here's a Babe Ruth question. Daily double if you get it without clues. Against what team did Babe Ruth hit his first career home run? And I can give you choices on this if you don't want to guess. That might be a good idea. Would you like choices?
Yeah, you better give it to me.
Yeah, because there's one of these that is not accurate, but the other 3, well, I don't know. If you know baseball, you can eliminate a couple of these, maybe. Okay, so choice A is the Yankees, New York Yankees. Choice B is the L.A. Dodgers. Choice C is the Boston Red Sox. Choice D is the Houston Astros.
It only leaves the Yankees.
All right, he says Yankees, and that is correct for number 2. All right. So he was playing for Boston, right?
Yeah, his first team was Boston.
Yeah. Was it the Boston Braves or the Red Sox back then?
I think it was the Red Sox.
Okay. Or Red Stockings, maybe. All right, W4G and K, KE5GGY. How old? And this is closest to wins it, Mike, so we'll give others a chance to participate. How old was Michael Jordan the final time he retired from the NBA? So he went to play for like the Washington Wizards, I think, or something like that. When he retired from the Wizards, how old was he?
I'm going to guess the magic number of sports. 39.
39, he says. Anybody to challenge that?
I'll say 38.
38. Who said that?
VSX.
VSX. Splendor Steve says 38. Anybody else?
Why 6Y?
YUV. You say 40.
Roger.
All right, so Mike said 39. VSX 38. Let's see what the answer is. The answer is 40. So Cliff with a steal. Pretty sneaky of you, Cliff.
He's got his thinking cap on today.
All right, you know what? Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Cliff, because you've won a do or die, we're going to take you to the Grand Slam. K5GGY, we're going to the bottom of the hour a little early. What the heck, though? This is an opportunity for Cliff to win both a do or die and a Grand Slam. We don't allow people to win 2 of the same quiz in the night, but you can win a do or die and a Grand Slam. So now Grand Slam, Cliff, you get a point, and you get to pick our category tonight between art, science, entertainment, history, grab bag, or geography. What's it going to be?
Grab bag.
Grab bag. Okay, Cliff is up to bat. Let's see if he can hang on and fight off the Barbarians. Okay, here is closest to wins it, so this could be a short-lived run for Cliff. In what year did Apple introduce its first retail store? What year did Apple introduce its first retail store? Let's see what Cliff says, and we'll get 2 Barbarians to challenge. Cliff, go.
Shot in the dark, 1985.
1985, was that 85?
Roger.
85, okay. Anybody to challenge?
Y6Y.
Y6Y.
2003.
2003. Anybody else? How about a new player? When did Apple open up its first retail location? How about a new player? All right, just two contestants there, 85 or 2003. The answer is 2001. So WY6Y was a steal. Good job, Steve. All right, here is your second question, Steve. What day? And you should know this because I think you were. Didn't you say you were on the fire department in New Orleans?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what day of the week is Mardi Gras?
It always falls on a Tuesday when Christmas falls on the 25th. So, yes, it's on a Tuesday.
It's the day before Ash Wednesday.
That's correct.
Yeah, so that is correct. Tuesday is the answer for 2 home runs. Let's see if he can make it to 3.
That's Fat Tuesday.
All right, hold on, guys. I got another question for Steve. How many hole cards is each player dealt in Texas Hold'em? Let me repeat, Steve. How many hole, H-O-L-E, hole cards is each player dealt in Texas Hold'em? Go, Steve.
Oh, dude, I know nothing about cards, but I think it's 2.
2 is correct. Wow.
Are you serious?
Okay, 2 is correct. Let's keep going for a grand slam. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You know what? I'm betting this is your downfall. Hate to say it, but this is a new question of trivia. I don't think we've ever had it. So let's see how you fare. No internet, guys. If you cheat, we know it. Plus, you'll be guilty. You'll wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. Feel bad about it the rest of your life. So here's the question for a grand slam. Steve, what are the 2 most common coffee bean types? What are the 2 most common coffee bean types, Steve? Oh boy, what is it?
You've got Arabica, like Arabian, and I know it, man. I'm trying to think. Give me a second. Arabica and Captain and Tennille. I don't know.
Arabica and Captain Tennille. Not the answer. Anybody else?
Okay, Buzz.
Buzz.
I'm going to guess Arabica and Columbia.
Arabica and Columbia. Not it. One more barbarian. Foul ball. Arabica and Robusta. Robusta. You copy that, Steve?
Yeah, that's not Captain and Tennille. That's right.
Yes, do that to me one more time. Be there. Most annoying. Actually, they're most annoying, yet love will keep us together, but that's another topic altogether. Okay, for a grand slam, here we go. Let's see. All right, here's another one that's new to trivia. What do sumo wrestlers, you know, the big guys with the G-strings. You know those guys, right? What do sumo wrestlers throw in the ring to purify it before each bout? What do sumo wrestlers throw in the ring to purify it before each bout?
Like a big old bag of chalk, I think. Something like that. I don't know.
Chalk, he says, not the answer. Anybody without cheating?
BDN.
BDN?
Isn't it salt?
Salt is the answer and a takeaway.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
W9BDN, you are sneaky tonight.
Yeah.
Now did you
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta get Steven here. Somebody's got your Vox on. Shut it off, please. Okay, W9BDN, you have a copy of me there, Steve?
Yep.
All right, listen carefully. Here is, and salt, by the way, is correct. Oh. That's Jimmy. We're going to give him a hard time when he comes back. Hey, Jimmy, are you there? That knucklehead. Okay. W9BDN KE5GGY. What magazine ran a famous cover of a very pregnant Demi Moore in the buff? So, magazine that ran the cover of pregnant Demi Moore naked. Who was that, Steve?
Oh man, yeah. I can see it. I can see it in my mind. I don't think it was Playboy. I think Hustler was too risque. How about Vogue?
Hustler. Hustler would not be the answer. Not that you said that, but that was pretty ridiculous. Vogue is not the answer. Hustler is definitely not the answer. Anybody with a challenge? DOI.
Cosmopolitan.
What's that?
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmo, not the answer. DL. Pam with a steal, maybe.
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair is correct. AI5DL.
Well, I knew it wasn't Hustler.
yeah, because Mike has a subscription. He would have noticed it. All right. Grand Slam Pam is up to bat for a Grand Slam. Hey, one more call to KC0MQS. Jimmy, are you there?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Pete.
Jimmy, please turn your Vox off when you leave your headset unattended.
Now, say the question again.
No, I was telling you, you had your Vox on while you were having a conversation with somebody in your house. Your mic was on.
Oh, good. I'm sorry, man. You guys were hearing me. Oh, my God. I called him to make sure he was going to be. He didn't forget to be on the net tonight. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We just wanted to bust your chops. So you're supposed to be the example of ham radio behavior. Anyway, we love you, Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I do the same thing. Okay, AFIDO, you ready for number 2?
Yes, sir.
In pool, what color is the 4 ball? In pool, what color is the 4 ball? Pam?
Oh, geez, it's been so long since I played pool, I don't remember. Colors of pool ball. No, Rick says it's blue. I don't think it's blue. I know I should know that one. I'm going to think it's green.
Green, not the answer. I'm looking for somebody who hasn't keyed the mic tonight. Who's out there?
Kilo Alpha Delta.
KD has not keyed the mic. What do you say there, Gary?
Purple.
Purple is it. AB5KD with a steal. Good evening, Gary. How you doing tonight?
Man, doing good. Finally warming up a little bit.
All right, here is, it is warm. It was not as cold today. The wind is down, and then we had sunshine in Dallas, so that was good. Okay. Here is your second question. Again, the object of the game is to get to 4 home runs. That is a grand slam. Here's one we've had before on trivia, so be careful. How long is the minute hand on Big Ben? The minute hand on the Big Ben clock is how long in feet? What do you say, Gary?
I'm going to need choices.
Oh, this is Grand Slam, my friend, and we will do closest to wins it. So it's got a big clock, 300-400 feet up in the air, whatever it is. How long do you think the minute hand would be?
I think it's 12 foot.
All right, he says 12. Anybody to challenge?
MI.
MI, go ahead.
13 feet.
13. Anybody else? George. 10 feet. So we got 12, 13, 10. The answer is 14. So Mike India. Who's that again?
Whiskey 5, Mike India, Mike in Shreveport.
Whiskey 5, Mike India, Mike Shreveport with a steal from Gary. Good job, Mike. How you doing tonight? You guys, of course, Shreveport is under an emergency tonight because it's below 32, right?
I might see single digits where I'm at north of Shreveport.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad you're with us tonight. W5MI, KE5GGY. What position, Mike, for your second home run, what position was first held by Steve Allen, the comedian, mainly comedian, but also an actor. Steve Allen was the first person to hold what position? Steve? Mike, rather.
I'm at a loss on that one.
I am allowed to give, because you're relatively new to trivia, I can give you one clue.
Okay.
The clue is Jack Parr.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I should say Jack Parr also held a position.
J-O-N.
Hey, BJ.
J-O-N. Mike, did you want to give an answer?
No, pass on that one because that would be a total loss.
All right, J-O-N knows. I think you have to be a certain age to remember this. What do you say there, John?
Yeah, I'm thinking Tonight Show.
Yeah, Steve Allen was the first Tonight Show host, followed by Jack Parr, followed by Johnny. So, J-O-N. Thank you, Mike. Get back in here, okay?
I will. I listen every night right before bed. I'm past my bedtime, but we're not going to work tomorrow, so I'm up.
Oh, did they call everything off in your town?
I had 2 inches of ice all over the roads, and I didn't receive it's supposed to have been a message not to come into work 2 mornings ago. So I slipped and slid all the way there, about 15 or so miles, just to see just 2 cars in the parking lot, and that was operations who wouldn't answer the phone.
Oh, God.
But the pipes are frozen, no water, and don't know when we'll get that back. But at least the heat's working.
So you're without water right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. Well, you guys don't, you see, in Texas, we get enough freezing temps, we know to drip the water faucets, but do you have a water supply? What are you doing?
Got a good supply of bottled water and gallon jug, so I'm not hurting too bad, but so much for taking a shower.
Yeah, well, good luck on that, Mike, and thanks for coming in tonight. KE5GGY. Let's go to KE4JON with the second question. Good evening, John. Tell us for your second home run, what provides the red color in a tequila sunrise? What provides the red color in a tequila sunrise? Go.
Don't drink. 20 degrees in Georgia. Georgia's closed. We got no ice or snow, but Georgia's closed. Tomato juice.
What was that again?
Tomato juice.
Tomato juice, not the answer. Anybody that hasn't been on tonight. I heard Jimmy. Who was the other station?
BCB.
ECB. Go ahead.
Grenadine.
Grenadine is correct. And what's the call sign?
KC9 Victor Zulu Bravo. It's Richard.
All right, Richard, good to have you in trivia tonight. Good evening to you. What's your temperature up there? And are you in Illinois?
I'm underground outside Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, okay. What's your temp up there?
I don't know. My thermometer quit working. It got too cold. They quit transmitting inside here. So, I don't know. It's crazy cold out there.
There you go. All right. Richard, here we go with number 2 for you. Your goal is to get 3 more home runs. That constitutes a grand slam. Here we go for number 2. What guitar manufacturer was responsible for the Stratocaster? What guitar maker made Stratocaster? What do you say, Richard?
Oh my God, that's too easy. That'd be the Fender.
Fender is correct. Enjoy the easy questions because they don't last long. All right, here we go. Number 3. Go for it, Richard. Think, buddy, think. Okay, here we go. Number 3, Richard. What is the slogan of Apple Inc., makers of iPhones and Mac computers? What is the slogan of Apple Inc.? Richard, go.
Family Feud.
Say that again.
I don't know. I said bite my apple.
Bite my apple, not it. Anybody else? All right, foul ball. It is think different. Think different. All right, a riddle question for you, Richard. Are you ready? This is a riddle. Listen to my words carefully, okay?
Aye.
All right, and take me literally. Literally, listen to every word I say. If there are 6 apples and you take away 4, how many apples do you have? Let me repeat, listen carefully. If there are 6 apples and you take away 4, how many apples do you have?
I got 4.
You got 4. That is correct. A lot of people aren't listening say 2. But you're a smart guy.
I ran out of supplies here.
All right, listen carefully. For your Grand Slam, Richard. Would this be your first Grand Slam, by the way?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is it. What is a traditional karate uniform called? The uniform you use in karate is called what? Richard, for Grand Slam.
Gosh, I'm going to die and I hear it. I'm drawing a blank. Okay, Buzz.
Hey, Buzz.
It is called a G.
Buzz, you were first. What'd you say?
It's called a G.
A gi is correct. So, golly, Richard, sorry, you got close. Come back and try another night, okay? Yeah. Richard, you'll be back. KC9, DZB, KE5GGY. Buzz, we're giving you a rain check because we're up against the end of the net here. But thanks to everybody that came in tonight. Kind of a slim night for winners, but we did have a couple, mainly do or die here. We had N9SLP Mike. Congratulations. YUV Cliff. And even though he has an asterisk on it, K6DOY with a do or die win tonight. K5GGY, if you're on the net logger, you're good. And you don't need to check in over the air, but if you're not on net logger and you want to get on the lightning round, give us your call sign now, please.
K-Talk Radio, KT0D.
KLM.
BLF.
MQS.
All right, DOI, K-Todd, MQS, YUV, VLF, JON, SLG, ZZB, I think that was DZB, that's VZB. Okay, gotcha, Richard. Anybody else?
Okay, it's off the shore of Asia.
Asia is incorrect, but we give you that rain check anyway. Buzz, anybody else? Lightning round. Let's get this started. KA6DOY, the man with an asterisk. Go ahead, what's your name? Remmel.
All right, Steve. Well, hey, thanks for trivia. And you sure make your time for all of us, Steve. We appreciate that very much. Back to you, sir. KA6DOY.
20 over, Remmel. Sounding good tonight. Let's keep going to the western slopes of the Rockies. I'm hearing this guy better than ever. Something's going on in a good way with that station. K-Todd Radio.
Hey, good evening, Pete, and all around the net. And I second the motion that we appreciate everything you do for us out here. And I hope everything's going good and you're not freezing your pipes there down in the Dallas area. Thanks for doing the net, Pete. KT0D.
All right, 20 over tonight, Todd. Yeah, and you know, I've been down here long enough, and actually growing up in Iowa, we would drip the water and open up the cupboards, and you just got to do that stuff. So glad you're doing okay. Thanks for checking in. MQS Jimmy, Mr. Voxinator, the new Voxinator. Here he is.
I'm sorry, Pete. I forgot I had my box on there. Hey, good evening over there, Pete, man. I was talking to Kurt, man. I wanted to make sure that he was going to do the net tonight and all of that stuff there, but I didn't know I had my box on. My apologies to everybody, man. I didn't do that intentionally, Pete. Top evening to everybody out there. KC0SQS.
All right, the new Voxinator here on 3916. Pete, in Michigan, we'll be glad that you've taken over the role. Let's keep going. Jimmy, you're 5'9". Let's keep going. YUV, that's Cliff. Hey, Cliff, congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you. Nice to win once in a while. Keeps me interested. Hi. Good job tonight, Pete. Great as always. It's, 5 degrees today. We did get up to about 10 or 12 degrees today, so it's nice to be on the positive side, I guess. temperature. I still cold. We did go out to the grocery store today. We've been hunkering down all weekend and was running out of food. So anyway, great good to get back out and get some errands run. You're 20 over tonight, Pete. So good job. KD5 DGY, KD0YEV.
All right, glad you're surviving the winter storms there, Cliff. Thanks for checking in, and a 7-3 going your way. N5VLF. Hey, Dan, what's going on? What popcorn you eating tonight?
Good evening to you, Pete, and everyone else on the net tonight. I've had no popcorn. I've been eating peanuts, salted in the shell peanuts. that's the treat for tonight, along with my favorite beverage. With that, I'll turn it back to you. This is N5VLF out of Cedar Park, Texas.
All right, N5VLF with a 30 over tonight. Thank you, Dan, for checking in. Let's go out east where they are also frozen. Everything is called off. 20 degrees in Atlanta. Yes, that is pretty cool, but we had 20 degrees today. We're all working in Texas. What's the matter with you guys? K9, K4JON.
Good evening, Pete. Yeah, I think 21 degrees now, going a little bit lower, not much. But, we'll definitely leave the cupboards open and the faucets dripping, because we do freeze. We're not used to cold weather here. Yeah, hearing these other people talk about how cold it is, and my son lives in Denver, and it's the high was like -4 or something like that. So cold week here, K4JON.
All right, John, well, you all out. Hope you have a good night, and like we all are, keep those faucets dripping. There you go. Hey, let's keep going. W5SLG. Elmer, come on down.
Well, Pete, sorry with nothing here. You know, it's when kids call me. By the way, the correct terminology for that algebra question is Mr. Beetle had 2 apples. I remember questions like that in algebra, but probably 18 degrees here in Abilene, and most freeze warning tonight. Kitchen cupboard, sink cupboard, and bathroom outer walls are all open, so we've got some water dripping already. Really like, we'll get through with this, guys. Maybe one more night of cold temperatures will step up a little bit. W5SLG on Coach Houston.
Okay. I think you sent it back to me there. Elmer kind of lost you midway through that QSO, but thanks for checking in. Thanks for all you do. You're one of the faithful here every night, especially on the early bunch. Richard, KC9VZB. Richard, so close you'll have to come back and punch it all the way in for a grand slam in the future, okay?
Roger on that. Well, we're in underground here. We've got a small complex in what's the limestone where they mine down the limestone. Over to the right of me is a kitchen area. And man, we got saboteurs here that keep leaving the door open. We fixed the broken pipes in there yesterday. And I've been over there twice today, and the door's open, and the feeder in front of the pipes is laying on its face. So I think we got a knucklehead about here, or what. But I don't want to fix another frozen pipe here. But we've also got a trailer court that I'm trying to take care of, and every trailer in that place is froze, don't you know? It's a mess, and we're trying to keep it thawed out over here so people have a place to take a shower. And that's a report from underground in Kansas City, over.
Oh, that's wild. I'd love to see some pictures of that, Richard. If you can ever send them to me, or that'd be just kind of interesting to share on Facebook, but I'm not sure what you can do. 5-9 plus about 20 tonight. Let's get one more, then we're going to go to the net logger. K-Buzz, come on in here, the late night voice of 3916. Hey, Buzz.
Hey, man, what's going on? Everybody sounded good, and the only reason I knew the martial arts uniform answered E because I held a third-degree brown belt in Okinawa martial style karate where K-Rock takes start, so.
There you go. Well, Buzz, good to hear you tonight. 5-9, and good signal for barefoot. You're barefoot, aren't you?
No, we're looking at about 250 watts.
Okay, well, I was going to say I thought you were barefoot, but you're doing 5-9 plus a little bit, so good deal. Let's go to the net logger and get AA5 Golf Victor. Richard opens up that net logger. Appreciate him. And, of course, the Countess. Grand Slam Pam, AF5DL. What's going on, you guys?
Hey, good evening, Pete. This is Alpha 5 Go Victor. Doing good here. Currently looks to be about 21 degrees, and we're supposed to go down to probably about 16, I think, give or take. Anyway, not much else going on. Staying inside the best as possible, and just keeping everything sympathetic, so to speak. And that's really all I've got. So this is 73, everybody. This is Alpha 5 Go Victor. I'm passing the hat.
Oh, not too much to add. Didn't do too much today. Got my truck registered for another year, and that's about all I got. Back to you, Pete. AI5DL.
All right, good deal. Good deal. 40 over for you guys, and thanks for everything you do for 3916. I get Jack here in a second, but I heard Soupy out there, so let's pick up Soupy. PQW. Come on in, my friend. Well, thanks for the heads up on that, and thanks for checking in. We're just getting short check-ins here, Soupy, so let me keep going. KF5 UTM, where the National Guard has been called out because it's below freezing. New Orleans, NOLA Jack. How is it, Jack?
All right, Pete. It's kind of crazy down here. You know, unfortunately, people do not know how to drive, in the cold weather. You know, we got interstates and roads closed all over the place. So, if you're going to go across a bridge, forget about it. That's not going to happen. You might be able to go just a half a mile or so from your house. Otherwise, stay inside. Anyway, right now we have about 28 degrees, and we're supposed to be going down into, I think, the possible the teens, upper teens. Anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. But, it's a little bit chilly. KF5 UTM.
Is your power situation pretty stable? Have you had any outages, Jack?
No, we have not. They've had outages around the area, but no, we have not had any issues whatsoever.
All right, well, that's good to hear. And you're 30 over tonight, so good luck. And that is pretty cool for New Orleans. You guys usually, a lot of times you escape all the stuff we get up here in the Dallas area, so we'll be rooting for you guys to stay thawed and not too cold. Let's keep going. KC5ABJ, that is Ed. Hey, Ed, you still there?
Yeah, still here, Pete. I'll be hanging out and probably in and out on the freewheelers, but may try to set up after that. If anybody's around, I imagine Buzz and I'll be here. Anybody else come in and join us? Pretty much talk about anything but politics and religion. Have a good time, over.
Yeah, well, that's been fun to hear. And Ed's another guy that is in here after the freewheelers. There's a growing group of, I think Buzz and those guys call it the afterglow, but we want to have some fun conversations about all kinds of stuff, weirdness, extraterrestrials, all the conspiracy theories you can think of. Come on in after the freewheelers right here on 3916. You're 20 over tonight. Let's keep going down to Houston for Steve, KG5 ICR. Hey, Steve.
Hey, good evening, Steve. It's nice to hear everybody on the net tonight. Pete, as usual, you got a great signal coming in from Houston about, we were 20 over. 27 degrees here. We'll get colder. We're doing this fine.
All right, well, good to hear you. You're 20 over into the Dallas area as well. Thanks for checking in. Steve in Edmond, let's say hello to WY6Y. Hey, Steve. Okay, we go to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for KL5 Hotel Zulu. Tony.
0 degrees in Michigan.
All right, no HZ, but we got Michigan. Go ahead, Michigan.
Yep, NATV here. Name is Cole. 0 degrees in Michigan at my location, and 12 inches of fresh snow. Over.
Well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Michigan. Thanks for the check-in, and thanks for being with us tonight. Have you been on before, or is this your first time on 3916?
I listened quite a bit, but tonight I decided to say my comment.
Well, that's great. What's your call sign, sir? November 8 Tango Victor. Is that a Roger?
Affirmative.
What's your name?
Call. Jackson, Michigan.
Okay, give me the name again. Lowell?
Call. Charlie Oscar Lima Echo.
Okay, Cole. Well, listen, let me ask you a favor. Can you stick around for a couple minutes, and we'll give you a greeting after the top of the hour on the Freewheelers Net. Can you hang with us for a minute?
Yep. I'm just sitting here studying.
Okay, good deal. N8 Tango Victor, new station, guys. Cole in Michigan. Remember 8 Tango Victor. Cole, hold on. We'll get you after the top of the hour. It'll be fun. You'll enjoy the greeting you get. South Dakota Tim, come on in. K0 SSD, how you doing? WA5BL Billy Waco, come on in.
K5GGY, WA5BL, 25 degrees in Waco. Kind of warm, nice. Humidity is up a little bit, so it's not so bad here. Anyway, nice night. Well, you guys, everybody's hitting you real good tonight. You're 20 over plus, and I've enjoyed listening to you. Thank you for being there. Man, it's something else. Anyway, we've been enjoying you. Y'all be good, be careful. WA5BL.
Nice 20 over, Billy. Thanks for calling in from Waco. 23, KC5GOG Monty.
Hey, Pete. Man, 3 degrees up. Well, I take that back. 2.6. Hey, real quick. Tesla, having a hard time with the batteries in Chicago. They look like a junkyard because none of them would charge the batteries up. And here in Grove, Oklahoma, school's out again tomorrow. They didn't go to school Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Now no school on Wednesday. They got 18 electric buses. And wouldn't you know it, they found out that during the cold weather, the batteries decharge quicker and they won't make a complete ride. They only go 130 miles on a full charge. So no school tomorrow. Thank you for the electric buses.
KG5GOG, electric car sales have tanked nationwide, I'm reading. And listen, I'm kind of agnostic on it. I prefer gas, but I'd love to see the electric cars work. But you're right, there's just issues with the batteries still. Thank you, Monty. 20 over. AB0UA. Kurt's going to take over in just a couple minutes. Kurt, come on in for a quick one.
Hey, Pete. Good to hear from you. You sound good up this way. Next time I call Jimmy, I'm going to ask him if he's got his box on. Otherwise, I'm going to call him Boxinator myself. Anyway, back to you, Pete.
The new 3916 Voxinator, he'll wear it well. And I'm just waiting for some night when I do it. You guys need to bust my chops when I do it, but I'm pretty careful. All right, Kurt, your 30 over sounded good. W8 Golf Mike Foxtrot. Hey, that's Gary up in Ohio. Hey, Gary. One more time for W8GMF.
Papa Charlie.
N2 Papa Charlie.
Yeah, I got it here late. Thanks, Pete. N2PC. Good evening. Big, strong signal. Sounds like it's going to be a good net. N2PC, a little bit warmer. Hit 35 today.
Yeah, it sounded good. You're about 25 over tonight, Tim. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, we got a good night going, so hang in there. KD2EMQ, let's give an okie dokie. Or let's get an okie dokie from Tom. KD5GGY. Give me an okie dokie there, my friend.
Okie dokie. We'll say good evening to you there, Pete. All the rest of the tailgaters. Cold up here, but it sounds like it's cold everywhere. We're at about 14 degrees with a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. I don't know what the wind chill factor would be, but 14's cold enough. The furnace is going left and right. We'll probably be down in the single digits easy before the night's over. Got about 3 inches of snow, and that was the end of the big storm. Another one coming Friday. Anyway, 73, thanks an awful lot for picking me up. Always appreciated. And with that, KD2EMQ, we'll toss it right back to you, Pete.
KD2EMQ, KE5GGY. 10 over, Tom. Thanks for the call, and your okie dokie is sounding good tonight. One more, KD4BHG, Mr. Netlogger. Hello, James in Alabama.
KD5GGY, KD4BHG. Well, it's not 18 degrees here in Alabama right now, and we don't like it at all. And looking forward to the freewheelers. So let's kick it back to you, Pete. B85GGY, KD4BHG, over.
Very good. 20 over tonight. Big signal, James. Thanks for the check-in, and thanks for all you do on NetLogger. You are the man. All right. Thanks to everybody that came in tonight. We get started at 7 o'clock Central with the Rag Suit Crew, 8:30 Tailgaters, 9 o'clock Trivia. My apologies, 10:04. We really ran late tonight, but a lot of check-ins in pretty good conditions, hearing from a lot of people just enjoying being in the shack on a cold winter night. So anyway, we're getting ready for the Freewheelers Net. A quick reminder that we are on the internet. If you want to learn more about the Nets and become an official card-carrying member of the 3916 Nets, just head on over to 3916nets.com, 3916nets.com. Click on the Contact tab, and you can get your name and the birthday shout-out, which will be coming up in about 5 minutes. Also, we'll send you a membership certificate suitable for framing. So all that is free at 3916nets.com. We also have a Facebook group, and to find that, go to facebook.com and search for 3916. Just enter the frequency right there on the search line. So, shutting down NetLogger for the early Nets, as we always do. If you're sticking around for the Freewheelers, which we hope you do, open it back up and look for net number 2 on the Nets in progress. That's the Freewheelers. Your NetLogger tonight from Alabama, KD4BHG. James, thanks for all you do. And your net control station, the king of karaoke, at the Jamboree coming up on May 31st and June 1st, 2024. ABZ.